How will I know I'm with this here? Check it on your phone. Because if I check that, I don't like all these things on you. Good afternoon, everyone, and I welcome you to my YouTube channel today. Mommy off AC or leave it. Leave it. Leave the AC on. Good afternoon, everyone, and you are welcome to my YouTube channel. This YouTube channel, as I've said, I'm going on a live stream today. My name is Olugbenga Adetitun, and I'm your host on this YouTube channel called Olugbenga Adetitun YouTube channel. This is the first time I'm doing a live stream, so we're having some hitches initially with the setup of the live of the stream, and I'm just trying to make sure that those hitches are well taken care of. So as I've said, I welcome you again to my YouTube channel, and I'm Olugbenga Adetitun, as I've said. I am Olugbenga Adetitun, as I've said, and I'm happy to have all of you in this, my first live stream. It is a challenge going on live stream, and I must tell you that I'm very happy to take this challenge today. I initially set another code about the live stream, and as I was trying to do the setup this afternoon, I discovered that I needed to change that code, and that is why I am here even now. I want to take questions and answer on marriage and farming. Marriage and farming. The reason why I did this is that I want a combination to involve marriage and to also involve farming, such that as you're looking at the area of marriage, you're also looking at the area of family, because in a family, you need food for the family to be able to eat and to be able to feed and to take care of themselves and to take care of the children also. In my past videos, many people have asked me the question that they have asked the question about marriage. How do you know who to marry? Apart from knowing who to marry, how do you even prepare for marriage? Many people have been left without any support in this area when it comes to marriage issue. Many have been left without any support. And like somebody said, a spiritual Samaritan or a Samaritan came to their rescue as they were left alone on their own. They have to sort themselves without anyone assisting them in the process. And this is one of the reasons why I have decided to make this video and other videos to educate people and to help people to be able to know what they ought to know per time. To help people to know what they ought to know per time in the area of marriage, in the area of farming, and the area of success. Somebody have asked the question previously that somebody is married to an individual and the husband died, she became a widow. Another person is married, the wife died, he became a widower. The widow and the widower, they had children with their old marriages, and this widow and widower, they now got married. Can the children of the widow from the previous marriage and the children of the widower from the previous marriage, can they got married? The answer is no, because their parents are now married. Their parents are now having intimate relationship. It will be disrespectful for the children again, even though they are from different spouses, to come and get married to themselves. To come and get married to themselves. It's not proper. So that should be avoided. Then, in the area of farming, I did some analysis in one of my videos about maize farming, maize production, that you can go into the production of maize farming. Why? Maize is in short supply in most countries all over the world. Maize is in short supply because this maize is a major component of feed production, or the production of poultry feeds. Maize is a major component, maize or corn is a major component of poultry feeds. Based on this, the demand for maize is high. Apart from the poultry feeds, human beings consume maize in different forms. They use it to make food, different kind of food, depending on the locality where an individual comes from or where an individual is. Now, if this is the case, everyone is interested in making profit. You want to go into maize production so that I can make profit. The price of maize is rising by the day. Last year, there was drought. And because of this, farmers, the price of maize went up by about double or triple. And the same thing happened to the price of other food products. Now, we did a simple analysis in my previous video on maize production. You can check that in my agricultural playlist. You check that out and see how it goes. I've analyzed in that video step by step what it will take you to be a producer of maize. For you to be a producer of maize, you need a lot of things. You need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things. You need the labor, you need the land, you need the maize seedlings or the maize seed. You need security on the maize farm for the 3 months for the maize to mature. You need security to secure the place from theft and from cattle and from other animals coming to eat up your maize. You need chemicals, fertilizer, and you need labor to help you to do some work there. You need tractor to help you to plow and to prepare the land. In that video, we estimated that about 300,000 is needed to do this business. 300,000 naira is needed, and with that 300,000 naira, you are going to have a turnover of about 900,000. With about 300,000, you're going to have a turnover of about 900,000. And we are looking at just 1 hectare of land. 1 hectare of land made of 15 plots. That is what we are looking at in that analysis. Now, some people have asked me that, what about if an individual is not able to meet up with 300,000 naira? What is he going to do? Well, 15 people or 10 people can come together and contribute 30,000 naira each, and then arrive at 300,000 to make the process to work. 5 people can contribute 60,000 naira each, and then they have 300,000 naira, and then they execute it, and then they get back 900,000 naira, and then they share the profit among themselves. 1 individual also can drop the 300,000 naira and do the business. 1 individual can go for 2 plots and 2 hectares and then he will need about 600,000 naira, and he will make 1.8 million naira. One individual can put down 900,000 naira and then make 2.7 million naira in just 3 months. Buyers are available for the maize. Buyers are always available. Part of talking about maize now is not only the maize that you are going to plant on the farmland. You can also plant melon. Melon is egusi in Yoruba. Melon is very, very good in the sense that it weighs off cattle and other ruminant animals. They hate melon. They don't eat it. So when you put melon on the farm, you plant melon in your farm, the cattle will disperse and go away. I want to welcome the individual that is online now. Welcome. You are welcome. Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself as you arrive. As you arrive on the channel, please introduce yourself. Introduce yourself as you arrive. We have to jettison the old arrangement and use this arrangement because of logistic reasons. And I hope you are hearing me clearly. If you are hearing me, let me know in the comment section below. And if you're not hearing also clearly, let me also know in the comment section below. Whatever you feel about this, let me know in the comment section below. Now, somebody asked me that why am I going into farming? Why am I talking about farming? Why am I talking about farming? It's like I'm Bobo Nishe. I told the individual, former president of Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo, he has given us hints into what to expect in our nation or what to do. That man, what did he do? He started what is called Operation Feed the Nation. The man started Operation Feed the what? The Nation. During his reign as a military head of state, he started Operation Feed the Nation. Many people did not understand what he was doing. Somebody said what Obasanjo did then was a proverb for the whole nation. It was a proverb to show us that once the food is available, then other things are sorted. The Yoruba proverb said, "Tí oúnjẹ bá ti kúrò nínú ìṣẹ́, ìṣẹ́ bùṣe." That another proverb said, "Oúnjẹ ni ọ̀rẹ́ àwọ̀." Àwọ̀ is the skin. The proverb means that food is the friend of the skin. Pomade, perfume is not the friend of the skin, but food is the friend of the skin. So food is very, very important and very, very necessary. And that's why I'm looking at questions on farming, even during this time and after this time. Now, apart from Obasanjo as president, Shagari came and gave us green revolution in Nigeria. Now, the current head of state, the current president, President Muhammadu Buhari, he came. He said we should go back to the farm. I must tell you, many farmers that were not making money before, they started making money. Now people are going back to the farm. And that's why I have to do some analysis for you, so that you also, my listener, can go to the farm and can do some farming and make good profit from what you make, from what comes out of the farm. Buhari said, go to the farm. Rice that we are buying for 8,000 because of the closure of the border of Nigeria with other neighboring countries, and the ban on the bringing in of rice, importing rice by road was banned. This makes the price of rice to increase. The price of rice shot up. It went up, it surged up. Rice got to our 50,000 naira, the imported rice. At the time, it was 30,000. Currently, it's about 27,000, 18,000, 19,000, 20,000. It's in that range. So anybody that planted rice is making money from rice. So that is why I am also interested in talking about agriculture. It is a place to be, the place to go. Now, talking about agriculture, Some people are listening now. They said, we don't have land in our house. We don't have land. I don't have land. I don't have time to go into the bush to go and farm. If you don't have land in your house and your house is tiled, the compound is tiled, the compound is cemented, and there's no place you can cultivate, you can get buckets, bad buckets that are thrown away, or kegs. Remove the head, the cover of the keg, cut it, and it becomes something that can hold soil. Put soil in it, arrange it in a row somewhere in your compound, get plenty of it. Waste, get plenty of the waste buckets, of the waste kegs, arrange a lot of it in your compound. After arranging it, what do? You go ahead and after arranging it, you go ahead and you put soil in it, and you allow rain to fall in it. You perforate the under and the side so that water can percolate and air can also come in and go out. Then plant your seeds in it. You'll be surprised at what you're going to get from even that. If you can get 200 of that, you are going to be surprised at the product you are going to get from it. In that case, weeding becomes easy. Weeding becomes easy for you to do. So you can easily weed it and you can easily take care of it. You can easily weed it and can easily take care of it. Then, even after the rains have gone, you can continue with that system of farming. What do? Since it's already in container, you can easily put water in it, and the water is going to be retained in the container, and you can be doing that farming all year round. You can be doing that kind of farming and be getting green products all year round. So the choice is yours, and the ball is in your court. Now, if your house, there's soil in the house, it's not all cemented, you can move around an area of the house and check it and see how you can be able to get some things planted. Cultivate the soil and get things planted on the land. When you cultivate the soil, it's easy for you to get some crops planted on such a farm. Now, if you have large expanse of land, that is even the best. So what do? You go ahead and cultivate that large expanse of land, and you have your plant products in that large expanse of land. Now, the next thing I want to point out is that there is a need for you also to reach out. I beg your pardon, I'm trying to set some things here. This is the first time we're doing this, so you have to be patient with ourselves. This is the first time we're doing this, so we need to be patient. Now, as I was saying, the next thing you need to do is to also go into the bush, as I've said before. Get a plot, get 2 plots of land and farm it in the bush over there. And when we're talking about a series of agricultural products that you can go into and then that you can farm, not only maize, you can farm a lot of product. But I want to advise that every farming activity that you do, make sure that melon, egusi is included. Egusi wards off cattle. You don't need to pursue them. They'll hate it. They don't like it. It wards off. It drives away cattle. So egusi drives away cattle. Cattle, we want to go away from where there is egusi. So that is that about that. Now, I'm still expecting your questions to come in. Somebody asked me that, okay, where will he get the land? Where am I going to get the land? You're talking about land. I know I'm going to buy land. I'm not asking you to buy land. I've told you where you can get land around you. Look at your neighborhood or around you, the nearest place to you. Go into the bush and see people who are farming. Ask them to help to give you land that you also want to farm. They will give you some land. It may be paid for, it may be free. They will give you some places to farm, and then you can start from there. You can get some places from those people, get some places from other people. You can also go far away into the bush and get land for yourselves. You can go to land, people that sell land on the outskirts or near where you are, and then ask them to lease some land to you for agricultural purposes. Usually they lease some land for agriculture. Not all the land are used for building. So some that are still far in the bush, they lease it out for agriculture. So you can lease it for 5 years, for 10 years. And then as development moves closer, then you also can move further away so that you can get the land as a reduced price. There is profit and there's money in farming. Why is there money in farming? There's money in farming because those who are in the teaching profession, who are in the white-collar job profession, some of them don't farm. Those who work in the offices, some don't farm. Those who work in the oil company, the mechanics, and different kind of work, lecturers, teachers, all kind of accountants, bankers, most of them don't go into farming. So they collect their salary, they must buy food with the money. They must buy food with what? With the money. So no matter the work anybody is doing, they must still eat food. And that is the reason why farming is a lucrative business for anyone to venture into. We have so many unemployed graduates in Nigeria today. If only they can look into farming and not start blaming the government and saying all sorts of things about the government. I'm telling you, they are going to be smiling and they are going to be thankful to the leadership of the country. Now, where do we source for funds if we want to farm 1 hectare of maize, farmland, and we need 300,000 naira in order to make 900,000 naira turnover, and then our profit becomes 600,000 naira in 3 months? Where do we get the money to do that? One place to get the money is from your personal savings. Another place to get the money is from your friends. Another place to get the money is from your family. Another place to get the money is from your church or from your mosque. You ask the leadership or some people there, they can be of help to you. Another place to get the money is from the banks. Another place to get the money is from the federal government. The federal government have put some money in a bank called the National Bank. It is a microfinance bank. They are present in the post offices in most state capitals in Nigeria. You can check NIRSAL online, NIRSAL, National Microfinance Bank. The interest rate per annum is 6%, and you can take the loan for as long as five years or thereabout. They give you 1 year moratorium such that you will not start paying back interest in the first year, so that you can use the first year to do the initial run, planting and everything, harvesting, and then you can solidify on that, and then the following year you start paying them back their money. Or if you want to start paying them immediately, well and good with them. Now, that is settled about the farming issue. Number 2 issue that we want to talk about is the issue of marriage. Many people are in marriages that they are not enjoying. They are in marriages that they are not enjoying. They are enduring it. They are enduring. There's quarrel in marriages, and there are fightings in marriages, and people are seen outside and as if they are friends, but inside, cat and rat. This is expected because we came from different backgrounds. It's expected because at the time you are still knowing yourself, boyfriend, girlfriend, everybody is courteous. Everybody is bringing out the best of their characteristics, of their character, so that other party cannot detect the flaw that is in an individual. So it is after they have gotten married that they now start seeing their flaws. After the first week or the first something, you start seeing flaws in relationship. What do? as you start to see flaw in marital relationship, what do you do? What you do, the number one thing you do is to look inwards. Don't look outwards yet. Look inward, look at yourself. What can you do to help the situation? You don't run away from the marriage because of any problem. Don't jump out and pack your things and leave your husband and children and leave your wife and children. No, you stay there and you think of how you can mend and correct what corrected. Some years ago, a brother of mine was learning how to drive. And as he went to a driving school, he was seated on the driver's, holding the steering. He was the one doing everything. The instructor was on the other side, telling him what to do. As he was racing towards a junction, a T-junction, he was afraid because vehicles were coming and going. He wanted to leave the steering and the everything and run out of the car. The instructor told the individual and held his hand and put it on the steering and said, "Stay here. You are in charge. You are in control." He hung his hand on the steering and told him, "You are in control." If you jump out of the car, who will control the car? The same thing with your marriage. If you jump out of your marriage, who will control the marriage? You want to jump out and go and meet your parents. You want to jump out of the car and go home. You want to jump out of the car and go back to where you are coming from before. So what will happen to the car and anyone inside of the car? It's going to be catastrophic. So you don't jump out of the car, you remain in the vehicle of marriage, the married vehicle, and see how you can control and maneuver and bring the vehicle to safety. And bring the vehicle to safety. And bring the vehicle to safety. No matter what you are going through in your marriage today, don't jump out. Stay there. Try. Control the vehicle. Control it. Whether to the left or to the right. Or to the right. Turning. Roundabout. All sorts. You stop. You move. A little, a little, a little. You move a little, you stop. Move a little, you stop. Move a little, you stop. In some places, you'll be going on express, enjoying the ride. Sometimes the vehicle will have problem with gear, with something, with this one, with that one. What do you do? Do you abandon the vehicle and go away? No. The same thing with your marriage. Do you abandon your marriage and then you go away? No, you don't abandon your marriage. You stay there in your marriage and you settle whatever the problem is. Outsider can advise you in your marriage, but they cannot live with you in your marriage. The person teaching you driving can tell you, press this, press that, but when you are driving on your own and it's no longer there, all you need to do is to remember what you have taught you and to there and to follow what you have taught you and to keep on keeping on. When you have spare tire as you are driving, do you leave the car on the road and then go away? No. You come out of the car. If you don't have a jack, I trust you. You will put your hand on the road and try to stop vehicles that are going and say, "Please, I need jack. Please, I need jack. Please, I need jack." Until you get jack, and then you jack the vehicle up, and then you remove the tire, and then you put a good tire there, and then you jack the vehicle down, you return the jack to the individual, you say thank you, and then you keep on driving the vehicle. You keep on doing what? Driving the vehicle. That is how marriage is. You may have challenges in the marriage. You don't abandon it. You stay there and see how you can resolve the challenges. Anybody that tells you that I've never had challenges in my marriage is not true. One or two challenges must have risen up, but they can be settled. Outsiders can only advise you. You are the one that will settle, that will know what to do or what not to do. And that is what life is all about. A friend of mine, some many years ago, while I gained admission to the university, I was trying to tell him about some moral things. That you need to be moral. This is a university. We need to be well behaved. He told me. He said he also is in that kind of category of what I'm talking to him about. And he told me, he said, just know what you are doing. He said the important thing is for individual to know what he or she is doing. And I'm telling you, since that day, I was trying to encourage him for coming to the campus and to encourage him on good behavior and good moral values and some spiritual things. He told me the important thing is for everyone to know what he's doing. Till date, I must tell you, I'm holding on to that word. Just know what you are doing. Just know what you are doing. Just know what you are doing. In your marriage, just know what you are doing. In your farming business, just know what you are doing. Others may not know what you are doing. You just know what you are doing. In fact, sometimes your husband may not know what he's doing. You, as a wife, just know what you are doing. Sometimes the wife may not know what she's doing, but you, as the husband, just know what you are doing. If you can know what you are doing, then if your husband and wife can know what they are doing, the marriage is going to be heaven on earth. The husband know what he's doing, the wife know what she's doing, the marriage will be sweeter than honey. It will be sweeter than any other thing you can imagine. It will be sweet in the morning, it will be sweet in the afternoon, it will be sweet in the night, it will be sweet in the midnight, it will be sweet during the day, it will be sweet during the night. When they are separated, it will be sweet. When they are together, it will be sweet. It will be sweet all around her. Now, somebody have asked the question that if an individual is impotent and he gets married, because some people will say, no, yes, there's no need for sex before marriage. Yes, sex before marriage is not good, but the person now, they got married, he can't perform. What do you do in such scenario? Do you continue with the marriage? No. If the individual did not tell the woman before the marriage that he is impotent, if he didn't tell the woman he is impotent before the marriage, and he went ahead to get married to the woman, and he didn't tell her he was impotent before, and they didn't have any agreement to get married, and the man is impotent, the marriage is null and void. Because there is a non-disclosure by the man about his ability to mate with a woman. Now, ladies, watch out at men. When you see that a man does not have pubic hair, a man does not have pubic hair. Pubic hair is hair that comes out when somebody have secondary sexual characteristics at puberty. There will be hair around his genital. But before you get married, you cannot go and be looking at his penis, his genital. The man also cannot look at the woman's vagina, at her genital before marriage. But in the case of the woman, you will see the breast must come out, must shoot out. If you can notice, the hip A section will shoot out, ready to accept and to balance up the baby that she's going to carry soon. In the case of the man, his voice will be deep, become deeper. His voice will become deeper. It will not be a childish voice. Then, in the case of the man also, what you look at to know that this man is complete is going to have hair all over, up to this place, hair up to this place, like I'm having now. I've not really shaved in like 2 to 3 days. So you can see I have some mustache here, and I have my beard. That is one of the signs for a lady to know that a man is complete. Maybe for the Muslims it's easy because they leave their beard. They leave it long. Maybe that is even the reason why it is so. I don't know. But the Muslims leave their beard long. And when you see, you know that this man, he produces what? He has secondary sexual characteristics is showing. So if that kind of individual is impotent, there must be something else wrong somewhere. Something else must be wrong somewhere. Now, somebody has asked that some things that cause crisis in their homes are minor things. Yes, minor things cause crisis in the home. And these minor things need to be nipped in the bud before it becomes major things. Minor things cause problem in the home, and it needs to be nipped in the bud before it becomes major things. You know, yesterday, this is a new year, today is the third day of January 2021, and I determined within myself that I'm going to be at peace with my wife. I'm going to make sure throughout, no quarrel, no fighting. But yesterday, something happened, and she told me what somebody does not like, what your wife does not like, don't do it. The same thing, what your husband does not like, don't do it. If you can do that, you have settled the problem that of crisis in the home. Whatever it is your wife does not like, don't do it. Whatever it is your husband does not like, don't do it. If you can do those two things, there will not be any crisis in your home. As a man, whatever your husband does not like, don't do it. As a woman, whatever your wife and your husband does not like, don't do it. As a man, whatever your wife says she does not like, and you know she doesn't like it, don't do it. Don't do it. Let there be love, peace. Go out of your way to make the other person happy. What did I say? Go out of your way to make your husband or your wife happy. Make that your motto for this year. I'm telling you, you will not have any problem in your family if you can do that. Your husband said he wants you to just take this chair and put it there. Take the chair and put it there. Your wife said she wants you to please, when you are coming, buy something on the way. She said something, when you are coming, you on your own, buy plenty things. Daze her, surprise her. Women love shopping a lot. Women love what? Shopping. You buy this, they like you buying things for them. They like meat pie. Women like meat pie, not just eba. Eba with okra soup. Every day, in the morning, eba with okra soup. In the afternoon, yam and palm oil. The night, eba with okra soup, no meat. Or you go and eating shower. After a while, the woman will not take that. Then somebody come and go to Mr. Biggs, buy Mr. Biggs big meat pie, and buy 4, and then buy salad, and then bought some drinks, 5 alive, the big one, put it inside that and give her. It will not be long, that person will take your wife from you. It will not be long, such individual will take your wife from you if you're not careful. Because everyone loves good things and prefer people that will take good care of them. Everyone loves good things and they want people that will take good care of them. This is the reason why workers, they leave one place of work and they go to another place of work. Why? Because of better opportunities in the other places. As a man, buy good things for your wife. As a woman, buy good things for your husband. Somebody said the biggest meat in the pot, give it to your husband. If you can give your husband the biggest meat in the pot, the food you know you cannot finish, pack it and give him. Load it, give him drink, give him anything. I'm telling you, the man will not look elsewhere. He will only be looking at you. Everything he cannot get elsewhere, you give it to him. Don't say, let him be enjoying outside. Inside, I will make inside of the house hell for him. The man will not stay long in the house. I have some friends somewhere, not really friends, people I know. They're not my friends. They just know them, they're acquaintances. By 10 p.m., this man is going to be at a particular place. 10 p.m., he'll be there, still doing one or two things, and thereabout. Please, I'm going to take off for a minute. I'll be back in just a minute, please. You want to hold yourself. Welcome back. I had a knock on the door of my studio, and I had to check the individual that was knocking. Is somebody that somebody is trying to check on me, so I had to respond to him. Somebody was trying to check on me, so I've gone to see him, and he's gone now. So as I was saying, give your husband or your wife the best treat you can afford. Give your husband or your wife the best treat that you can afford. If you have the money, spend it on your husband. If you have the money, spend it on your wife. Spend it on your wife. If you don't have, go and look for, but don't steal money, but look for, work hard, and get the money. As I've said in my other video, no money, no honey. When there is no money, there's no honey. It is when there is money that there is honey in the marriage. So it is my heart desire that you are going to have surplus. You are going to have surplus. Among things that cause problem in the home, money is one of the major things. A woman needs clothes. A woman needs what? A woman needs clothing. She needs clothing. She needs clothing that she can wear and can use at all times. A woman needs clothing that she can use and she can wear every time that she needs the clothing. She needs clothing. So a woman needs clothing more than the man. 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 So if you have clothing, and as a man, you have clothing, you have 2 or 3 clothes or 4 clothes. The woman needs much more clothing than you do as a man. So don't say, I have clothes, I bought 1 cloth for her 6 months ago. No. You should even invest in clothing for your wife, 1 cloth per month. Invest in your wife. Your wife must look very good, must look neat. Your wife must look decent. She must look good. She must look good. Let your wife know where you're coming from. Let her know where you are, and let her know where you are going, because you're on a journey together. So let her know the pros and the cons of the journey and of the way. Let your wife be well taken care of. Let there be food in your home every time. Let there be food. The man is the provider of the food. Let there be food in your home, and good food. Chicken is not something, it's not a luxury. It's a basic necessity. Turkey is not a luxury, it's a basic necessity. Eating of beef is not a luxury, of good fish, not the cheap fishes. Good fish. And let me tell you, you are working as a married individual, and then you take care of every other person and every other thing, item, but you don't take care of yourself. How do you take care of yourself? Number 1 is the food you eat. The food you eat is number 1 way or aspect of taking care of yourself. Number 2 is your health, exercise, and other things. The food you eat will affect your health. So you buy good food for yourself, for your wife, for your children, for the whole members of your family, as far as you can afford. You buy good food. Some people go to the market, they look for the cheapest of the fishes, and they buy it. All these things, they have health implications. If you buy cheap, you will live cheap. There's turkey there once in a while, or you can make it a point of duty once in a month. Is turkey you go for. Then you go for the best of the chicken. Then you can go for the best of the fishes if you are buying any of them. So on just rare occasions, should you go for cheap things if it's something you're going to use on your body? Make it a point of duty on your own body and on the body of your wife and of your children and of your family members. Snails are also there for you and they're healthy. Get them and buy them. They are expensive. It is people like you that are eating them. People like you that are eating the snails, that are eating the poundo yam, that are eating the pounded yam. Let your family be a family that is not just eba, morning eba, afternoon eba, night eba. What sort of family is that? Go for the best. When your wife or your husband sees that the best is coming out, there's nothing that they can do but to also give the best. You give the best to your partner will give the best to you. You know the best you are looking for from your partner will give the best to you. I can bet it. You don't need third party to come and tell your partner to give the best to you. Your partner by himself or by herself will give the best to you if you give the best to your partner. That said, now, you also need to develop your partner in your marriage. Don't just be that only you rising high. Make it a point of duty to develop your partner also in some areas or in all areas. Develop your partner. Now, this video you are watching, only you is seeing it. Why can't you let your partner see it also? So that the two of you will get that understanding of what you are saying. Your partner is giving these lack cheap food. You have heard now that this food you are eating is the only thing you have. Your car is what you eat is what you are going to fly with. Yoruba says, "Ohun tí ẹ bá jẹ lẹ máa gbé fò." Ohun tí ẹ bá jẹ ni ẹyẹ máa gbé fò. Whatever a bird eats is what the bird is going to fly with. Whatever a bird eats is what a bird is going to fly with. So when you eat solid food, the Igbos of Nigeria, they are people, they eat very well. They eat very well, and that is a good one. Even if the Igbo does not have a car or has a car, if you take this soup they call oha soup, do you know how much it costs? It costs a lot of money. Oha soup. It costs them a lot of money. Why? Because they want the best for themselves. That is why they do and go for this oha soup. They want the best. In your marriage, go for the best for your partner. Look for the good training to attend. Look for good conferences to attend together. Look for good conferences to attend either individually or to attend together. I'm trying to do something on my phone here. So look for good conference to attend together. This will develop both of you. Don't just attend the conference alone and say, my partner will understand. Your partner will not understand. Your partner may not be developed. Look for good conferences that talk on different areas of life. And then you can attend with your partner. Remember, your partner is your partner. Is the person that are going to run the race, this life race together. So you have to do everything that you can do to make sure that your partner is in good state at all the time. Your partner should be in good state at all times. I can say other people are joining us on the channel. I'm welcoming you, and I'm happy that you are joining this live stream today. I promise you that we're going to make it better as the days go by. This is the first live stream on this channel, and I'm happy that you are joining us. Now, what I'm talking about is that there's a need for us to develop our partners. I've heard about people that they got married to a security man as a woman. She got married to a security man, and then the woman was a manager in a company or thereabout, and then she could not find a man to marry or so, and then the security man toasted her. Initially, she said, "How can I marry my security man?" But before you knew it, she got married to the security man, and then she helped him up. She developed the security man. He pushed him up, and then he became a real husband to her that was able to handle and manage so many things. Now, if your wife also is not well developed by the time you married her, develop your wife. Make your wife to be developed even as you go on in life. Develop her. Let her be developed. Let your wife be developed so that she can complement you, so that she can be able to move on and carry on with you. I want to really thank those of you who are on this live stream. Oh, thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. What I'm saying is that develop your wife, develop your husband. Don't leave them at the state they are when you got married. If you leave them at the state they are, you will not be at par again. Yes, when you got married, you are ahead of the other person. As you move on, also make the other person to come up. Don't let it be a kind of marriage that you married, you are a little bit ahead of the other person, then you overtook the person in development, and then you went on, and the person is still here. That is going to cause a lot of friction in the family. Or is the other partner, you got married that way, one person is higher than the other person in terms of exposure, in terms of knowledge and everything, and then with time, this person develop and the other person did not develop. That will not be the best. The partners, husband and wife, should develop together, should move on. As he's going, she's also moving, moving, so that they can be able to understand themselves. This disparity in development is some of the other reasons that cause crisis in the home. When the husband is far away in terms of knowledge and exposure and qualification, and the wife is far below, there is going to be a crisis of misunderstanding. Or when the wife is far ahead and the man is far below, there is going to be a crisis also of understanding themselves. Our best bet is for us to develop ourselves. As the husband is developing, the wife should also develop. This is going to bring peace in the home. It's going to bring understanding in the home. It's going to bring vibrancy in the home. Now, let me tell you something else before we close. I just want to take, we're going to be closing about 7 minutes or thereabout. Now, whoever is ahead in the home, I want to plead with you. It's a plea. Whoever is ahead is higher than the other in the home, whether it's a man or it's a woman. Please condescend and try to balance with your partner. Don't say, I'm a professor, and you didn't even go to primary school and you're my wife. You don't know anything. You're going to be causing crisis in your home. Don't say as a woman, I'm a professor. You that you're just working in you are working in a construction site. How much are you bringing from the construction site? Some days you will say there's no work, you didn't go. You're going to cause crisis. The person that is high should come low. When you get to the home, you are one, so that you can enjoy your marriage. You may be high in your office. When you get to your home, you come together as one, husband and wife, lovers. Don't just see yourself as husband and wife, as lovers, as friends. This is going to help your family in a long way. Remember, your children are watching, they are learning. Whatever it is that is not making you to have peace in your home, for the sake of your children. Just for the sake of your children. For their sake alone. If for their sake alone, please, let peace reign in your family. Let joy reign in your family. Let happiness reign in your family. Let your family be heaven on earth. Let your family life be a life of heaven on earth. I've spoken about finance in the home. There should be finance in the home. Plan. The husband and the wife talk about finance together. If you're not talking about it, talk about it. It's major. Finance is major. Husband and wife, you don't have a farm, go and get a farm. You are not the one that will farm it. You get people, laborers that you pay to farm the land for you. And then you will know that for that period, you will not buy some things. Those things you planted, when they germinate, you will not buy them. And if you plant them many and they do very well, you sell them out. You do what? You sell part of those things out. You sell them out. And by so doing, you learn other business skills that can be beneficial to you and to your family. The money you are earning for your salary, you try to put it in investments, real investments. Some people have so many investments now. If you put, they have all these multi-level marketing, pyramid scheme. If you are convenient and comfortable with that, go ahead and join one or two. If you are not, go ahead and look for good businesses where you can put your money and to yield good returns in a while. It will yield good returns in a while. There are some times as a family, you need to take time off and go on leave, family retreat, where you just sit down and you just settle down and just reappraise things. You reappraise and look at how your family have been, where your family is, and where your family is going. You look at where your family is, where your family has been, and the place your family is going. So there's a need for you to do that from time to time. What are your family goals? What are your family aspirations for this year? This is going to help you to plan it and to know what you are to do with your family at time. This will help you to know what you are going to do with your family every time and at all times. Now, I've spoken about 1, 2, and 3 or more items. I want to plead with you that you consider all that I've said. You consider all that I've said. And please, if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please subscribe now. Subscription button is there. Click it. And then after clicking it, you see the bell. Click that notification bell also. Then please like this video, share this video with other people, and next Sunday, that is the 3rd of January 2021, we have another live stream. So I'll be expecting you to join me next week Sunday. So I'll be bringing another agricultural opportunity your way next week Sunday, and I'll be taking answers to some questions that I asked again next week Sunday. My name is Olugbenga Adetitun. I'm your host on this YouTube channel called Olugbenga Adetitun YouTube channel. Please, I love you. I care for you. I want you to go into agriculture because agriculture will never die. Other businesses may die, but because people will keep eating. They will keep eating. And we need to also procreate. And that is why we need our marriage. And we need our children to grow up in healthy homes. That is why we need to cooperate with our wives and to agree together in our marriage to be able to make our marriages formidable, strong, and what it ought to be. I am going to see you next time on my live stream. Keep checking the YouTube videos for more videos and for more videos and for more videos. I am going to talk to you some other time in my next video. Please go to my playlist, check my playlist, check my channel, and you see a lot of videos that talk about different opportunities. I spoke about egg production in one place. I spoke about question and answer to marriage part one, question and answer to marriage part two. In the part one of the question and answer series, I've seen more than 6,000 views. In the part two, I've seen close to 3,000 views. So I'm expecting you to also take cognizance of all this and take all what you're saying seriously, and you are going to be glad you did. So we're going to meet together again next Sunday, the same time at 1 p.m. on this live stream. By then, we'll have perfected all that needs to be perfected. Bye for now and remain blessed.